North America, April 8th, 2024. Throughout the United States, Canada, and Mexico, millions of people wearing protective sunglasses look up at the sky to witness a rare cosmic occurrence. Over the course of several hours, Earth's moon slowly passes directly in front of the sun. As they become perfectly aligned, the moon completely blocks out the sun for around 4 minutes, making the sky appear as dark as night in the middle of the day. It's an event known as a total solar eclipse, and it's an eerie glimpse at what our world would be like without the sun.
The interesting thing about solar eclipses is that it is very strange to experience kind of night during the day and to have the sun blocked out. And this is one of the reasons for most of history that solar eclipses were somewhere between really scary or at least considered a sign of something dramatic that was going to happen.
Historically, all over the world in multiple civilizations and cultures, a disappearance of the sun would be considered catastrophic. The sun is a source of life, so when the sun darkened during the daytime, that was seen as a very bad omen. And solar eclipses, therefore, were often represented as events in which the forces of darkness would consume the sun. They would eat it up, and it would be an apocalypse, an end of the world for everyone, where the forces of darkness would overtake life.
The sun shapes a lot more than just civilization. The fact that we have this lush green planet with abundant life all over it comes directly from the sun, because it provides the energy for living forms to function, to grow, to reproduce. And realizing that the sun is the key to life on Earth. Without it, we simply can't survive.
It's easy to see why our ancient ancestors believed a solar eclipse was the end of the world. But is it possible for the sun's light and energy to disappear? According to experts, the answer is yes, because one day the sun will actually die.
Our sun is a middle-aged star. The sun is about 4.5 billion years old, and eventually what'll happen is it'll run out of fuel in its core. And when it does that, then what happens is it turns into something called a red giant.
As the sun starts to run out of fuel and expand into the red giant phase, the outer layers of the star will puff out and expand out to the solar system. And then it will slowly fade over billions of years. And it will eventually burn out.
It's fascinating to think that the sun will one day grow even larger than it is now. But what impact will a red giant sun have on Earth?
As the sun reaches the end of its life, it will swallow Mercury, it will swallow Venus. Eventually, its radius will come out to around about the orbital radius of the Earth. The oceans will boil and disappear. The Earth's atmosphere will be blown away, and life will end on the Earth. What will be left will be a very hot, very desolate planet.
Will the sun one day grow so large that it engulfs Earth and transforms it into a scorched and barren wasteland? Perhaps, but that's not the end of the sun's story. Experts claim that our star will still have one more phase to go through before it finally goes dark for good.
The sun will exist for a little while as a red giant star, but eventually it will rather violently shed its outer layers, which will drift away, and all that will be left is the inner core called a white dwarf. It's like the ember in a dying fire. And so it will slowly radiate its energy away and get cooler and cooler and cooler. Eventually, the Earth's surface would rapidly cool. It would be like it was suddenly night, and it would just get colder and colder, and eventually Earth would just become a giant snowball in space.